But there is a lot of money in buying, those ugly Christmas sweaters with things all over them, puffy balls off of them, with, bells or lights or whatever. Howdy friends, welcome back to the Eclectic Sam YouTube channel. My name's Sam, and this is my eclectic corner of YouTube where I talk about all things that I enjoy, like reselling on eBay, thrifting, travel, history, and sometimes some family vlogging. Before we get started, you see down below that subscribe button? If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it helps me out. Plus, it gives you the ability to see what videos come in the future. Today is Monday, November 23rd. We only sold 2 things this weekend. It's been a slow weekend. I've heard from several other resellers that they had a slow weekend as well. But let me show you what we sold. First item that we have is an eBay sale. There's a RVCA men's blue plaid shirt. Sold for $13.99 plus shipping. I probably should have sold it for a little bit more, but I took an offer. Quick sale. I hadn't had it listed very long, and I only paid $3 for it. RVCA is a real popular brand. It's a California brand, so I don't find it very often here in North Georgia, but it's real popular action sports brand for people that do, like climbing or surfing, skateboarding, and so forth. Their flannel shirts do real well. But if you ever see this brand, make sure you grab it real quick. Here we have a 10 West. You see the brand there. A 10 West vintage sweater. Had some deer on the front of it and all. Real nice vintage tan sweater with some decoration. It sold for $27.99 plus shipping. And that was an Etsy sale. Like I've said in the past, usually on Etsy you can get a little bit more for vintage clothing than you can on eBay. So always try Etsy. And I believe I had $3 invested in that one as well. That sweater made me think about something that I needed to remind you all about. It's almost to the edge of where you're too late. But that's Christmas items, and specifically ugly Christmas sweaters. Now, of course, that sweater wasn't an ugly Christmas sweater. It was a nice vintage winter sweater. But there is a lot of money in buying, those ugly Christmas sweaters with things all over them, puffy balls off of them, with, bells or lights or whatever. Because people buy those to wear to Christmas parties and things like that. So make sure you're utilizing that when you go into thrift stores. Go to the sweater departments. Usually you'll find most of them in the women's department. But ugly Christmas sweaters do sell real well. You want to make sure that you have them listed a month and a half or a month before Christmas, because people are buying them last minute to wear to their Christmas parties, which Christmas parties usually start about 3 weeks before Christmas and go all the way up to Christmas. But also, something that I wanted to talk about is Christmas decorations, like the blow mold plastic Christmas decorations, ornaments, and so forth like that. A lot of people buy that stuff and they'll deep discount it before Christmas is over to get rid of it. But believe it or not, people collect Christmas items year round. So if it's a smaller item that you don't have a lot of money in, don't lose that money that you could make off of it by deep discounting it to get rid of it before Christmas. Hold on to it. If you don't have a lot of money in it and it's not taking up a lot of room, it's just like I say about anything. You're better to hold on to something that you know it's going to sell, and you hold on to it for a little bit longer to get that top dollar for it. It's Tuesday, November 24th. We sold 2 items yesterday. Let me show you what they were. First item we have here is a Geico Andy Warhol style t-shirt. You see it's got the 4 neon colors there. This sold for $9.99 with free shipping, and I have $1 into that item. Boy, I was glad to finally sell that Geico t-shirt. I bought that back in 2018 when I first started selling clothing, and usually I would go to the dollar racks, the discount dollar racks at thrift stores, and buy up just about anything that I thought would make money. And of course I did make money on that, but it wasn't a high dollar item. It wasn't a higher percentage of profit. So what I eventually started doing was paying attention to the brands and everything that I was buying. Just because it's a deal and just because you're going to make money off of it doesn't mean that you should always buy it. You do want a different level of items, lower dollar, middle dollar, higher dollar items, but don't flood your whole eBay store with all low dollar items, because you're just going to be spinning your wheels. If you're just making $2 profit on one item and say you sell 3 items in a day, $2 times 3, that's only $6 profit that you've made on a whole day's worth of work. If you had one $2 profit item and then maybe a $10 profit item that you sold, and then say a $30 profit item, that's gonna of course help your dollars per day. So make sure that you don't just flood your store with all cheaper items. Next up, we have an Etsy order for $39.99 with free shipping. The Iolani brand Hawaiian shirt. See, it's got some flowers there. It's all on the side. And that was a good sale. I had $4 in that item, I believe. Boy, I was happy to sell that Iolani shirt as well, because that's a real good name in Hawaiian shirts. Hawaiian shirts aren't all equal. A lot of Walmart and JCPenney shirts, they do these Hawaiian shirts, but you look at them and the quality of the sewing in them and the quality of the buttons and the fabric just isn't there. So sit down. Hawaiian shirts sell very well for me year round also. I myself have a big collection of Hawaiian shirts that I like to wear. I like to mix it up when I go out and wear, funky shirts. It just gives a smile to people, and I love to see people smile. But do a little bit of research on your Hawaiian shirts. Usually any shirt that is made in Hawaii is going to be a higher brand, but there are also some higher brands like Robert Graham, which is a national brand, and Tommy Bahama. Tommy Bahama shirts aren't selling for as much as they used to, but they are a good shirt to buy if you can get them for a good price. So if you're not selling Hawaiian shirts, make sure you do the research and add them to your inventory. Well, that's 4 items in 2 days. I'm pretty happy with that. Me being part-time, like I've told y'all in the past. I'm happy with just a couple items a day. I would love to build it up, but right now I couldn't handle that myself. But I enjoy doing this selling, the thrill of the hunt of finding something, plus seeing what I'll make off of it. It's almost like an addiction, like gambling or something like that, but it's a positive addiction. Plus, I get to meet all you new people that are coming to the videos and everything. I'm really enjoying doing this YouTube. I'm still very new at it, but I've had several new subscribers here recently. Thank you for that. And I hope you stick around to see what I do in the future. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to get out and do some traveling and do some travel vlogs for you. But I'll always be a basis of the eBay selling and thrifting. So if you're here for that, stick around because you're going to see a lot of it. But until next time, if you haven't already, go ahead and like this video if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button so you can see what's coming in the future. Also comment any questions that you might have or any suggestions as well. Please also share this channel with your reselling friends. I'd love to build my subscription base up a little bit. But until next time, my friends, I love you. Bye.